Hello， 大家好，我是未必出类拔萃，但一定与众不同的碗梨君。
在葡萄酒产区里上学是什么体验？
碗梨的母校勃艮第高等商学院 BSB 坐落在传奇葡萄产区中心第戎。作为法国的13个首府城市之一，第戎是一个充满活力的年轻都市。无论是白天还是夜晚，漫步于城中，你既可以享受音乐会、舞台秀、狂欢节的火热气氛，又可以在博物馆里安静地欣赏展览。学习之余，更会惊讶于这座城市蕴含的无限惊喜与可能。当然，对于我们葡萄酒和烈酒学院的学生来说，葡萄园里的精彩无疑是最具吸引力的那个。作为天天把离家出走挂在嘴边的我，当初选择 BSB 的 MBA 项目的原因之一，就是因为它涵括了许多游学课程。比如我们的种植及酿造课的课堂，就是去到代课教授 Claude 的家里实地品鉴和学习。而我们今天的视频内容也将从这里开始。
欢迎来到碗梨说，然后这边是我请到了我们 BSB 的 viticulture 的老师。
我们教授 Claude Chapuis 的家族酒庄 Domaine Chapuis 位于勃艮第科通山脚下，至今已经有了170多年的家族历史。酒庄在科通山周围的伯纳丘拥有11公顷的葡萄田，主要生产用黑皮诺和霞多丽酿造的红葡萄酒和白葡萄酒。所以围绕 Domaine Chapuis， 我们这次的游学风土大课主要是围绕科通特级园来完成的。我们从田间地块聊到风土人情，更是在酒庄里学习了有关种植酿造工具的相关知识，也在地下酒窖中垂直品鉴了酒庄出品的不同年份和地块的葡萄酒。一天的长途跋涉，我们已然被知识的海洋淹没。我们的教授 Claude 虽然已有70多岁的年纪，但每每站在勃艮第这块土地上侃侃而谈时，都显得格外的神采奕奕。这让我不禁发觉，葡萄酒能让人喝得开心，那是因为做的人上心。老一辈人交了棒，小一辈的接过棒，手艺与长情藏在酒里，在传递出的每一杯里都润物细无声。碗梨有幸也得以与教授在酒窖中面对面。气候、创新、措施、价格和趋势，老勃艮第人的风土秘籍，不信你听。
Yeah, for one thing, it's true there is global warming. We're not sure that it will last. Some people say it's a prelude to a new ice age. So there are plenty of possibilities. But with that, I think we have solutions, and we don't need to go too far to find these solutions. After the phylloxera crisis at the end of the 19th century, we replanted Pinot Noir, but there are plenty of breeds of Pinot Noir, and including some which were late ripening. And so maybe we should go back to conservatories or see if we can find these varieties, because they could solve our problem. So that's one thing we can do. The other thing, of course, is why not plant vines higher on hills? The hills, usually the highest hill that we saw at Corton, 330 meters. There are some back hills with the same soil composition, which did not produce good wine because the grapes did not fully ripen. So maybe in future, the future belongs there. But in that case, we would have to totally reorganize the appellation contrôlée system. So there is a problem with rootstocks because no rootstock is fully satisfactory. Rootstocks, they come from American vines wild vines. The soil is very different in America, and the problem with rootstocks, American vines, they don't thrive on limestone, and our soils are limestone. So the problem is grafting was the solution found to phylloxera, but they stopped research on how to get rid of phylloxera. So maybe we should start researching again, trying to get rid of phylloxera so that we wouldn't have to graft the vines. Basically, it has to do with the natural conditions, so soil, drainage, weather also. Yes, so terroir is something that encompasses an area. Climat, it's inside, there is a certain terroir in a climat, but it's a plot with a name. And the third one that you mentioned was lieu-dit. Lieu-dit is about the same as climat. Lieu-dit, the emphasis is on the name, the origin of the name. And usually the lieu-dit reflects the characteristics of the vine. For instance, we went to Corton-Perrières. Les Perrières means there are stones. You have a place called Argilière. Argilière means there is clay. So lieu-dit often refer to the composition of the soil or the history of the soil. You have chaume or charme. It's the same word. It means fallow. In other words, it was a place where vineyards were not planted before.
Okay, so actually lieu-dit and climat are the same.
They are basically the same. And terroir is it's very close to this notion. Well, of course, the reason why the wines are so expensive is because they are produced in tiny quantities and people want the very best. Romanée Conti, so that's about 5,000 bottles a year for the whole world. So it's easy to sell this wine because demand is way above what can be supplied. But in future, I think there are other parts of Burgundy further south which deserve to be better known and which have progressed a lot. So I'm thinking of Côte Chalonnaise. Côte Chalonnaise is there is a very good potential. Mâconnais, which traditionally produced Gamay grapes, Gamay wine, which was not very much appreciated. They've progressed enormously, so that people in the French or people from Burgundy, they can no longer afford Grand Cru, and they turn to those. And not to forget Haute-Côte. Haute-Côte, now with global warming, the vines are higher on the hill. Whereas in the past the grapes never fully ripened, now they are ripe at the time of the harvest. So it's very good news for the wine.
从老教授娓娓道来的采访中，我们不难看出，无论周遭世界如何变迁，经验和眼界总会帮助我们找到适当的应对之法。我想游学的意义也是这样，即使在当下没有得出结论，但走过的路、看到的景、听到的话，都会给思考给予更多的可能性，为我们探索课题的道路添砖加瓦。从本月的25日开始 ，BSB 会参与法国高教署的巡展，欢迎你来各个城市偶遇我们，我们期待与你 say hi。这里是未必出类拔萃但一定与众不同的婉丽君，我们下期婉丽说不见不散。